Hey guys, Coach Dylan here. We got a workout in store for you today, one you can do at home. Doesn't require a lot of space. As you can see, I'm in my office where my newly set up crib for the kid arena that's due in June is set up, and my wife's sewing machine is on the other side, but there's still enough room to get a workout in, even though we're all locked down on quarantine. Alright, so the first workout we got in store for you today, we're going to do a boxing workout. And you can do this without any weights at all, just your body weight, and you'll still get a great workout. If you're one of the regulars at Cardio Crushers, this is a great one for you to do at home. If you do have some dumbbells, you can use them, but keep them light. Even if you're really fit, you only need at most 5-pound dumbbells. I've had some really fit guys in the past believe me that it wasn't a hard workout, and they used 8-pound dumbbells, and 2 days later they couldn't get off the couch. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through the whole thing one time all together, and I'm going to demonstrate how to do each technique, and we're going to demonstrate the bits and pieces of how to do it right and how to do it wrong, and then we'll do it, once you do the whole thing once easy, just body weight for your warm-up, then you can tear through it as fast and as hard as you want, take your 1-minute recovery at the end of the cycle, and hit the next one. So the first thing we're going to do are some cross punches. We want to get set up nice and square. We want our hips square, our feet are square, toes out just a tad, arms up. We're going to do a lot of core stability work today. So we're going to be just a hair of a bend of your knees, weights on the ball of your foot, so we don't want to be back on our heels. We want to be on the ball of your foot. Hands up, because you always want to protect the head. And we're just going to turn, so we're almost like in a high lunge. And then we're going to punch here, and so that it's going to come straight out from the shoulder. We don't want to be down here, we don't want to be up here. Straight out, bam. And then you're going to turn and back the other way. And so it's going to be a nice smooth motion all the way around. And if you're really working it, you can pull that elbow back and engage your upper back and your core a little more, and it's going to pull you around so that you have lots of momentum going into that next hit. Again, using that glute, using the upper back to pull you around and then jam, right? Notice the whole time my shoulder is staying over my hip. We're not overextending, right? 1, that's a good way to get hit in the head. 2, it's better for your balance, but we're going to work on that hip stability, so we want to be here. We don't want to overcommit and get hurt. So back and forth. If back and forth is 1, we're going to do somewhere between 10 and 20 reps of just about everything. The number of reps you need to do, that's up to you based on your current fitness level. If you're using any dumbbells, how fast you're going, that's up to you. But you probably want to be somewhere in that 10 to 20 range. Just back and forth, nice and smooth, pivoting on the ball of the foot. Notice my knees are coming all the way around, my hips are square, right? I'm not doing this number, cranking my lower back, right? We're coming all the way around on it. Getting a little bit of lunge action. Second thing, after our cross punches, we're going to do some uppercuts. So we're going to change our footing. So we got one foot in front, doesn't matter which one, but we want the hips under our shoulders again, so we're nice and square, right here, again, protecting the head. And then we're going to come straight up through the middle, right up just like you're hitting somebody in the chin, all the way up. Pop, 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 pop. Notice I'm keeping it in close. I'm right here. Pop, pop. We're not out here tearing up your rotator cuff, especially if you're doing this with dumbbells. We want to be real close, coming in tight, pop, straight up. In tight, bam. And you'll notice, just like with running or any other unilateral exercise where you're alternating one side and the other, you can get more force out of it if you're pulling back with the opposite side, right? Just like with those cross punches. And so most of your oomph is going to come from pulling that elbow back, not necessarily driving that one up. And again, 10 to 20 on each side. Pop, 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 pop. You want to keep that core stable, right? Right up the middle, connect at the chin, drive all the way through. Pop, 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 pop. Again, if you're using dumbbells, keep them light. Third thing on the list, we got speed bags. Just like we're hitting a speed bag, hanging from one of those little wobbly bags. We're just going to, right here on the air. And you can do this for time. You can go for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or You can go for reps if you can count that fast. Just, if you're gonna do that, just count one side though. Because moving that fast, you're gonna have a hard time counting left and right. Just count one side. Do about 30 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess really I'm counting every other time on the right hand. So either way, keep it in close, keep it tight, and you'll notice you'll be working your shoulders and your upper arms. We want it quick. Just make sure you don't hit yourself in the chin. Keep them out here. Sound effects help. Sound effects always help with this kind of workout. After that, we got our back fists. I promise you, it's the most satisfying way to connect. If I'm using my right hand to hit, we're going to want to hit here, but all the power is coming from the hip. We are going to use our upper back, but that's mostly to stabilize the shoulder with our left arm. This one, that's stable up, protecting our head. So we want to keep that engaged so that we're protecting our spine, because as we pull against it on this side, if it's not stable on this side, it's going to pull our spine this way, right? So we keep it good and stable, pop, all the way around. Notice when I come around, my shoulders and my hips are square, right? I'm not doing this. It's a good way to hurt your shoulder, just doing this as hard as you can. This is how you get hurt in the car, reaching into the back seat. Don't do that. We want to bring the whole body around, so we're using the hip. And so we're making contact, bam, right here. Lead with that elbow, right? We don't want to be doing this. That's a good way to get hurt. But just like you're backhanding somebody, pop, pop. And if you're prone to getting dizzy, keep your eye on the target the whole time. Don't try to watch your hand. If you do this, you're going to get dizzy. Down and around. Pop, pop. These ones you probably only need to do about 15 on a side. They're it's a big range of motion. It's a little slower, more power. But really lay into it. So you can do one side, 15 on one side, and then 15 on the other side, coming around on it. Again, keeping the other hand up, keeping that shoulder girdle stable. After our back fists, we're going to get into a squat with a knee drive. And so, fundamentally, from an exercise perspective, we're doing a squat, getting our legs engaged, keeping our core tight. And then we're going to come up, engage the core, get the knee up, work on a little bit of balance. From a visualization perspective, you can duck the punch, grab the head, drive the knee. Duck, grab, smash. Duck, grab, smash. Only looking for about 20 of them. If you are using dumbbells, don't hang on to them for this, that way you don't accidentally hit yourself in the head. You don't need them. Down and up. Coming all the way down, all the way up. Keep that core tight, right? We're here. I don't want to see anybody getting here, right? We still want to have good squat mechanics, getting our hips low. Coming up. Down and up. And the last thing we're going to do, put in a little bit of a little more stability work on the tail end. Heart rate's up, we're breathing heavy, want to work on a little bit of the stability stuff at the end of the circuit. So we're going to do a front kick. So we're going to be in that split stance here, and we're going to be using our back leg, hands up again. Always want to keep the hands up, keeping the shoulder girdle stable. It helps engage the core. We're just going to pull the knee up, and then push the foot out, and back, and down. We want it slow and controlled. You can go quick, you can't go pop. Just make sure you stick it on the end. And then pull it back and down. That's the biggest mistake I see, is I see people lifting their leg. It hurts a lot if you kick something with your big toe that way. Don't do it. Pick your foot up, all the way up, keeping that core tight. You don't want to be here. Standing up tall, and then push the heel out. Notice I'm getting a little bit of a backwards lean there. And that little bit of counterbalance helps with the balance. Alright? So again, using my left leg now, I'm just going to pick it up, push it out, pull it back, put it down. When we pull it up, we want that foot in tight right beside the knee. We want to push that heel out, bring it back, and push it back down. All my weight is still on that front leg. Boom. Out, back, down. Nice and controlled. After that, take 1 minute rest, grab a swig of water, then hit it again. And you can do this as many times as you want. You can probably get in 3 to 8 rounds in anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes, depending on how fast you're moving and how much recovery time you need. Don't go until you don't have any gas left, because you want to make sure you have control so you're not getting hurt. One time through, no dumbbells if you plan on using them. Nice and easy that first time through, just getting the reps in. Use that as your warm-up, check the range of motion. See if there's anything yelling at you. Take your minute recovery, grab a swig of water if you need it, and then get back to it. And then you can move fast and hard. You can let out some of those pent-up aggression demons that have been chasing you around, so been cooped up in the house. But it's a great stability workout. It's great for your core. Most people tell me they feel it the next day in kind of lower back and upper back because we're using the glutes and the upper back to stabilize the shoulders a lot. If you are using dumbbells, make sure you stretch well afterwards. You should stretch well when you get done anyway, but really make sure you get your recovery workout in the next day. Otherwise, you're going to be sore. Till next time, train smart.